Sorry about that. Things got a little disconnected. We should be okay now. Uh,
Doesn't make any sense.
Insects, also that atmosphere here.
Also, the atmosphere here gives Paimon on the creeps.
I figure.
Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Pepe, what are you doing here?
Wow, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here.
Wait, he's gray. Why is he gray?
I just got back from delivering some supplies to the
Oh.
front line. Figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
Are you alright there, buddy? You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea.
Dude, your hair color has changed.
On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so
Oh no.
I thought I'd come and take a look. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. Guess I came here for nothing.
Pepe, don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Yes, there is.
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it. It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess.
The what?
Or not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Who?
Urabashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
What?
Ah, it's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island.
Okay.
The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
Fair enough.
Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too.
Like her sister?
Since Orobashi there's been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. Alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment.
Oh, to pay.
You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good.
Take care of yourself.
Don't worry about me. Peak condition.
I'm worried. I'm worried about him.
He's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi.
Alright, let's. So, yeah, that. I was right in the fact that I had to shoot the totems. And the totems summoned a giant monster, which I promptly dealt with. I'm sorry for that little bit of delay. The internet must have gone out somehow, and here we are. We should be good now. We should be. If it goes out again, then I'll just have to make do. Actually, there's a waypoint like right there. How the heck did I not get that waypoint? Okay, let's let's grab that waypoint and actually give ourselves a formal introduction instead of just gliding in randomly. Uh, thank you for actually waiting. Oh, I suppose that if you position Lisa just right, you could manage to get her violet bolt to hit a couple of the statues. I don't use Lisa mainly because she just
Violet
doesn't
grass is a
really
plant that enjoys a moist
fit.
environment and is best picked after it
That makes
blooms.
sense.
If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
As if you haven't noticed, my playstyle's a bit more um I think direct is the right word. What can I say? I like to punch people in the face. Is there a character I don't have that I would like to pull? Honestly, and this is going to sound very counterproductive given the fact that she is an archer. Uh, either Yoimiya, it once she gets a rerun. Um, honestly, I think Shenhe would also be a decent buffer for me to have, since I do use cryo and I do a lot of freeze teams. So having Shenhe as a buffer would actually be kind of nice. Are there any others? I don't think there are many others aside from like those main two. If somebody does come across, I'll be sure to let you know. Oh, duh. Kazuha and then either Secrets or Hazo would actually be very nice. Also Miss, but it's all a case of just wait to see who's on the banners and go from there. Since you are going for Venti, I might as well show you something that I have. Because I was pulling for Risley's weapon to get Ventis instead. it's it's not very high level in it. I only have the one copy, but the fact that I still have it is very nice. Ugh. So yeah, I figure I take the time and I show off just a little bit. I I wish you the utmost luck, and I'm just doing this to see how much time, because you should have at least 2 weeks left. Okay, you've got at least a week and a half. I would go, but you've already got Alhaitham and Nouvelette's. Honestly,
Boats are made for
Nouvelette's
transferring
weapon,
commodities
from what I
between
saw,
and those that come across Leo tend to stay alive.
it didn't really
is where many
impress
things
me, and it
promise.
only fits with Nouvelette. But I could definitely be wrong there, and I also shouldn't be climbing there. Um, onto the clamshell. Where's? Oh, it's up there. Um. Okay, let's climb up there. I do appreciate that they just incorporated all of these beautiful clamshells into the rock face. It works for any DPS catalyst that scales off of crit damage. Okay, that's that is very nice to know. If Nouvelette does get a rerun, I might want to go for his weapon. Just have a backup. Thank you for telling me that. Obviously, it's one of those deals where I am not the best at Genshin, as you probably see, but I try. I try.
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too!
And it looks to be a heated discussion.
What happened? They look so serious. Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Good to know.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging.
Like to pay.
I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor.
Great.
Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately.
Okay. How?
Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
That's a Fatui delusion.
So that
Oh
means
no.
our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But
Sure,
why
wait.
do we do this?
How can I get a hold of you? That's the question. Actually no, you can see most of my UID.
Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be in time to save them.
Here's the question though, how do we treat it? How do we treat it?
Speaking of soldiers with symptoms,
Hey,
oh, surely he can't have.
he did.
Let's go check on him.
He did. Alright, so if you wish, my UID is right up here. I'll give you a moment to copy it. Actually, yeah. If you could just put your UID in chat real quick. Can't randomly type it, but all right. I am ready when you are. So, moment, just copy it real quick. So we will paste it and I search for you. Oh. Oh, ow. You are much bigger than me. Well, it's sent, so whenever you can get online, by all means. Wonders of the World, Swordfish 2. That's another 5 primos toward our next pull, which is nice. Alright. Checked to pay real quick. Is he actually in camp or is he not in camp? He is. Okay, so he's in camp as far as I know. Let's do a little navigating. Let's get some navigation going here, because I will admit the sparkly brick road is just, it's nice. I like it. I've got the bad feelings about to pay. I really do. I suppose only an idiot would actually use a delusion. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. A desperate man would definitely use a delusion. Okay, where are you? I am like right on the area. Okay. Like I'm on stream not on my phone, but you can click on my characters. Oh, I'm off to see their boats too. Okay, I will check that out as soon as we're done here, because I do want to see a
Oh,
like an A or not
hey
90
guys.
character.
What are you doing here?
No, watch on my other phone. Okay then.
Just a moment. Let me get up. Ugh. It's weird. I don't know where all my strength's gone.
Today you have to tell me.
Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Oh, well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting
Today you got your hands on a delusion.
taking on shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush.
Oh
I never would
man.
have dreamed I could do when you first met me.
Today.
If only I were stronger
Buddy.
still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
Tell me about it.
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. Said they were with our supporters. They gave it to me and
Oh
said that
no.
as long as I have the will
No.
to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call. It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference.
This is a delusion.
Oh God. Doesn't sound very good.
No.
So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision?
A delusion drains the user's life force. Hey, so here's a question. If a delusion drains the user, as seen here, child already dead?
Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks. I've been
To
getting
pay.
more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread.
Oh, buddy.
At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a
Oh
battle.
man.
Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly
Thank
my
you.
vision was going
And
blurry. This is a
oh
real shame.
no.
There I was, thinking I was catching up with you.
So it cuts people's lives short and poor to was dragged. Yeah. Which again, do the Harbingers have like something to counteract that? Because if it works this quickly, Child should already be dead. Just saying.
Guess I didn't
Oh,
receive the favor of the gods after all.
buddy.
Hey, would you do something for me?
Oh, to pay, I would give you the world.
When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change together.
Like I said, I would give you the world, my friend.
What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain.
He's
Right as rain, I tell you.
he's not gonna make it.
As I've rested up.
Pepe.
Well, props to Hoyo.
Hey, where are you going? Hey!
He's able to fight it because of his willpower. After calculating his real name's Ajax, he sought power and died from his own strength after obtaining it. Trying to, considering how much Hoyoverse actually, like they reference like a lot of mythology, so I'm trying to think. Original Greek story of Ajax. Isn't that actually how it went? Like, Ajax the Greater was trying to get power from the gods, and he kind of succeeded. Like, he got it, but he ended up dying from it. Kokomi, we've got a problem.
How's Tepe's condition?
He's dying.
I have
There's-
called the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious.
Okay, so Child is based off of Ajax the Greater. Okay. I can tell you this without spoiling much of Fontaine. Child's not going to be meeting a pleasant death. to put it lightly.
If you have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital
Hospital
to
to
monitor their
monitor.
condition. The
I'm afraid
soldiers
it's a
are up
little
in
too
arms about
late.
the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but
But they
still
still
intend to
intend.
keep using them.
Yeah, because it's actually giving them strength to fight back.
I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line.
Oh
This
no.
whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale.
Morale.
If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to
No,
confront the
it's too
Fatui
dangerous.
directly.
The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders.
Who's producing
To
them?
organize an operation of this scale,
That's
they will
that's the
have
question.
to mobilize a huge amount of
He's
manpower
gonna
and
die in
resources.
Fontaine,
They
but
can't
he has
afford it without
connection
local support.
to the source of the primary water, which is what everyone in Fontaine is afraid of. yeah, considering, especially if you're a woman, you just go poof, to put it lightly.
If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory
Where the delusions are made.
It's dangerous to
You
go
go
alone.
alone.
At least take some troops with you.
I'm sorry, but there's no time.
Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Okay, so
Very
where
true.
could that be?
Let me
Where?
think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating
Confiscating
the
the
delusions.
delusions.
The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials.
Is that gonna mean we have to go to a new island?
Not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our
It
soldiers
works on
receive
men
their
and women,
delusions
but the
into account
researchers
as well,
used it solely
I
on women to
suspect
try
the
to
site
get
is likely to be the cliffs
fair.
near the ocean
Fair.
at the southwest of Yashiori Island.
Alright, so the answer is
I'm not going to
yes.
stop you, but please
Be careful.
Be careful. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Fumi? Don't worry about it.
You mean to the delusion factory?
Yes, Paimon.
Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Don't exactly have time to think it over. That's the problem. So let's see. Oh, it's on the southern part of that island. Okay. Cool. We can just teleport onto the mine, hopefully dodge the boss that's here, and go from there. And hang on, once I get in though, I want to check out some of these builds because I want to take notes. I want to take notes. Mainly because if I don't, I'm gonna be paying for it later. Um, Alright, so before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's take a look. Huh? So you are online. Eh. Oh, come on now. Can I actually check information? There we go. Alright, so we've got Risley Zhongli Wanderer, or I'm not sure what you named him, but I'm sure I will see. So you got him on Winsith, which is great. Refinement 3 and level 90 props. Are you doing Melchhausen or are you doing Hunter? Oh, so you're doing a 2-piece Hunter, 2-piece Blizzard Strider. Suppose my only suggestion here would be to do a full 4-piece of Hunter, but it also depends on what pieces you get. Circlet, flat attack and flat defense are not the best, but hey, could be worse. Forgotten vessel. Oh, you're just going attack percentage on that. Okay. Um, if you can try, I would highly suggest doing a cryo damage goblet. Whether it be from Blizzard Strider or Hunter, completely up to you. Alright, what's your timepiece? P percentage? Okay. Okay, that's. Hmm. Theoretically, you could also go for either an attack or a crit sans, if you manage to find one. And your feathers from Shimenawa. Decent, decent. Also considering that these are all level 20. Jesus. And C0. Cool. We're gonna be doing some details here. Okay, so it's a 50 over 225. Cryo damage. Can't use it till I get a good feather for the hunter. Fair, fair. It's on the Blizzard Star, which. Sure, if Risley's your main damage dealer or not. Um, and this is going to sound like almost every other. I would suggest you try to go for a full set of Hunter. If he is your damage, and only focus on Blizzard Star if you are specifically going for freeze. Which, from what I know of your team composition, I don't think you are. So I would recommend that you stick to Hunter for that. Yeah, I still wouldn't go HP for a main stat though. I would try to go for 4 HP substats. But that's just me. Let's take a look at your Zhongli.
Osmanthus wine
90.
tastes the same as I remember.
Your
where are
crits are a
those who
little
share
are a
the
little
memory?
better. When I say a little better, usually the golden ratio is a 1 crit rate for every 2 crit damage in terms of percentage. So this is a little bit closer to what we would see. I need to see what you're doing here. Okay, so you've got deathmatch on him. Um, 2-piece tenacity, 2-piece archaic. Okay, that's crit. Oh, so you're actually going for a damaging Zhongli. Okay. A HP Sans. Wait, art? Yeah, you're going for an attack, Zhongli. And I typically go for just a standard HP. That is a very nice HP circlet. Actually, I like that a lot. And how many constellations? I don't. No constellations. Though, to to be completely honest, I don't have constellations on mine either. So it's not that bad. Um. Much as HP for a shield. That's nice. If you want to try out spears, I've got a Favoni's lance on
Osmanthus
mine.
wine tastes the same as I
You know,
remember.
I'm just. Chungli, I like you, but dear God, you just talk a lot. All right, Wanderer. Rude. All right, so you've got Solar Pearl, crit rate. Desert, a 4-piece Desert Pavilion. Oh wait, no, that's a 2-piece. Viridescent's usually the one that everybody goes with. I, I could see like what the 4-piece, what what the 4-piece bonus is. Okay, so you've got some viridescent, but you don't have a ton. I'm just gonna ask: is this the best sands that you had at the time? I forgot to give him an artifact. Okay, and then yeah, that's deep woods. That's a deep wood memory. No, no, that's I think that's deep wood, but I is that's okay. That's from that's a Deepwood Memories piece, which is typically used on Dendro. Interesting. Mm, thing on Wanderer. I assume that you don't have a ton on of constellations on the 5 stars. Hello, Baiju. All right, so Sacrificial Jade level 80. Done when not on field for more than 5 seconds. Max HP will be increased by 32%, and Elemental Mastery will be increased by 40. Nice. That's interesting, and it's also a crit rate catalyst. Rikasha's Glow. So this is another HP set. Increased by 10% after equipping. Character takes damage. The aforementioned damage bonus is increased by 80% for 5 seconds. Increased to a maximum of 5 stacks. The duration of each stack is counted independently. I might want to find this for Barbara, actually. So I've got a 4-piece means beloved on her right now. I think this is certainly an option. I use two-piece Viridescent and 2-piece Desert Pavilion. What's the 4-piece benefit for Desert Pavilion? If you don't mind me asking, because I don't actually have any artifacts from that set, so I can't check. Granted, Alhaitham could. No. He's got a 4-piece Gilded. Which, honestly, I don't blame him for. Crown. Oh yeah, he's probably gonna be a heavy um damage dealer. God, some of these artifacts are just amazing. Granted, I'm sure I will get there one day. And ooh, you actually got his sword? Congrats. And level 90. First refinement, though. Granted, I really shouldn't be talking. The elemental damage to full unit incision effect will be obtained, increasing damage dealt by normal attacks and elemental skill by 120% of elemental mastery. Oh man, this is. Alhaitham's a crit machine, isn't he? Oh, sixes across the board. Okay. And I can only imagine what he's gonna be once his talents are maxed out. Oh, I should have checked the other four for talents. Yeah, Okay, just doing a cursory look through. Nouvellette. Tome of Eternal Flow. That is his catalyst. Mm, nice. Wow, that crit. And it's crit damage, not crit rate too. Yikes. Nymph. So a 4-piece Nymph's Dream. I'm still surprised that you've got some defense pieces here. Granted, it's gotten you this far, so I wouldn't recommend changing it unless you absolutely had to. That's a crit rate. That's a crit rate circlet. Yeah, that tracks. And then Wonder String Petal, which is an HP. When charge attacks hit opponents, the equipping tier will increase 10% while normal. Oh! Eh. Honestly, considering that you're using that Desert Pavilion for Wanderer, I'm I would recommend trying out a 4-piece if you can, and kind of go from there. So, Echoes of the Offering. Um, I actually need to strong box this set if I need to. Attacks hit the opponent. There's a 36% chance that it will trigger Value Rate, which will increase normal attack damage by 70%. Will be dispelled after a normal attack deals damage. The odds of triggering it will increase by 20%, and this can only trigger once every 0.2 seconds. I'm impressed. I am also kind of scared. I'm surprised that you don't have Ayato's weapon on him, but then again, I shouldn't be complaining considering it's gotten you this far. Increased. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. And you. You've got an R4 Rust on Child. I suppose it's an option. And 2-piece Heart of 4-piece Heart of Depth. Which, yeah, that's a decent set for him. I still wish that they allowed not just child, but us as players. I wish they gave us the opportunity to switch into child's delusion. Yeah. Because, amazing, and you can I you haven't crowned his main skill yet, but wow, I am impressed. Well, yeah, especially since you've managed to as far. It's great. It's great, and I appreciate it. All right, let's.
Boats are made for transferring
All right.
commodities back and forth.
Now, if the
And
map
those
can
that
come back, that
across
would be
Lira
awesome.
tend to stay a while.
So if
So
we
it is where
can
many
just. Ooh, there's a temple here, and I'm going to grab that temple before I forget because I've got 2 keys just sitting here, and I want to actually use them because you get